So, you're 16. You know what that means, right?
I can drive now?
Absolutely. But there is much more to being 16 than just driving.
How so?
Well, according to research, you may be going through puberty.
Puberty?
That's right. And with puberty comes a lot of changes. Believe it or not, puberty is a time of rapid growth, both physically and mentally. You may have noticed mountains of zits on your face, patches of facial hair, or even a change in your voice.
What do you mean?
Exactly. But other changes are going on that may not be so obvious. Electrical neurons, known as gray matter, contain the processing speed of all the computers in the world and continues to develop into adulthood.
Does that mean I can calculate like a computer?
No. However, a vast amount of activity does go on in the brain. The clinical psychologist Jean Piaget recognized that cognitive development is based on trying to make sense of the world through direct experiences. The day-to-day thinking processes stem from two basic tendencies: organization of thought and adaptation. Organization of thought combines, arranges, and rearranges thoughts and behaviors into structured ideas. This process is also known as schemes, which are the building blocks of thinking. Adaptation formulates thinking from the external environment, both assimilating new experiences as well as accommodating existing ones. As an adolescent, the brain is basically under construction with countless schemas connecting various facets of your reality.
Wow.
Oh, it gets better. Eventually, these mental tasks deal with abstract thinking and coordination on a massive mental scale. This is a specific stage known as formal operations. Formal operations is considered by Piaget the final stage of cognitive development, where the brain begins to create problem-solving strategies of hypothetical deductive reasoning. In other words, you are now beginning to simulate situations in your head that may or may not exist. For example, you may be familiar with cooking tortillas on the stove. But what if your tortilla ended up being burnt? Considering the variables, you know to turn down the heat next time to get that perfect tortilla.
Yummy. What else is going on in the brain?
I'm glad you asked. According to Erik Erikson's stages of psychosocial development, teenagers begin developing their unique identity in society. This is to say that you are beginning to develop your personal role based on what you do, what you say, and how you talk.
LOL. Sorry.
Speaking of language, the Russian psychologist Lev Vygotsky believed development was highly influenced by others in how they act, walk, or talk. A couple of contributing factors may include your parents, your peers, or even the internet.
Do you have any more advice for me?
First, always remember that your emotions are temporary. So take a deep breath if you feel your hormones are flying around. Also, feel free to talk to others if you are ever feeling confused, like a friend or an older brother. And if you think being 16 is fun, wait until you get older. And that concludes our extra credit video. Thank you, Dr. Lee.